I once heard a radio announcement. I was driving, and all of a sudden they had, they put on that special music as if it's like breaking news. So it was obviously interesting, piqued my interest, and I'm listening, and they said, now for the new study that just came out. For those that think that money cannot buy happiness, well, there's a new study. In fact, it can. And how is that? Well, they figured out that if a person shares their money with someone else or buys something and it gives as a gift to someone else, that brings true happiness. So for all those people that thought that money cannot bring happiness, it is possible. Now, obviously, I was smirking. It's obviously it was meant to be able to be such a radio announcement that would catch your mind. But the truth is that there's a lot of truth to it. In this world, when we're constantly looking for ourselves and we're constantly looking for opportunities where we could take more and take advantage, inside we become just a hollow shell that creates a void where we don't have a good feeling. It's natural as a human being. Naturally, a human being wants to give. That's how we were created. The greatest need is for constantly people to be able to give. It comes to charities. You see that people are looking for charities of all sorts to be able to find a need. Now we know obviously that the Torah guides us to be able to show us tzedakah, where we should put, we should give, where we should support, and all those things are necessary because that is what brings true happiness. A person has to understand that. And instead of looking for what's going to be, that whenever I become whatever, or whenever I buy whatever, then I'll be happy. Those things don't happen. It's like a mirage. If you ever walked through a desert, perhaps you haven't, but perhaps let's say you've driven on a highway where the heat of the summer causes the steam to rise in the highway in the distance. And it looks as if there's puddles on the road. Or in the desert, it might look like an entire lake sitting out there just out of your distance, out in the distance, just far enough that you can't get to right now. Well, as you drive further, as you walk further, all of a sudden you arrive there, and guess what? It's a mirage. It's nothing. It was an illusion. It's not really there. But when you're standing here now, where the water was supposed to be, if you look in the distance, you'll see another mirage, and it looks like there's water there, and that's the eyes tricking, which is what we constantly go through in life. We always think that something out there in the distance is going to be able to bring us happiness. Something out there is going to be, the grass is always greener on the other side. If someone else has it, if someone, this is amazing. I'm amazed when I look at the iPhone. The iPhone is this shiny, shiny piece that everyone wants. It's like the status symbol. Yet, the day that the new iPhone comes out, the old iPhone is like this piece of garbage, this old clunky, plasticky, everyone just looks at it as, I can't believe, this is terrible, and literally ready to throw it out. Maybe they'll make a few dollars from selling it secondhand, but everyone, all the glamour, all the excitement gets lost in a moment's time. It happens every time. As soon as a new version, a new generation, a new prototype, something that comes out in technology, the old, we look at as if it's totally worthless. Totally and absolutely worthless. And that's why a person has to be able to look at that and say, wait a second, this can't be. This world is just constantly just a mirage. And once we get that clear, once we clarify that in our minds, that we're all just seeing things, it's all an illusion, it's not real, we could finally be happy with who we are ourselves and the moments that we are, and think about what we have and be thankful for them. And that's a gewaldige lesson that a person can have for happiness as a recipe for success in life, and always being able to enjoy the moment wherever you are.